San Gabriel Mountains, Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. What a game and drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Nebraska's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the ball.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
They're going to ride this running back. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He'll do it himself. Makes one man miss. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. As much a part as that big end on the headgear is a quarterback who can run the football.
I mean, just a staple. As far back as you want to go, every Cornhusker fan can name you a quarterback that can make plays with his feet. So many great teams to go back.
Fires deep for the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhusker! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the UCLA Bruins offense will take the field for the 1st time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Working that left side now. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the
running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's loose. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Makes a move. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything we dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Now on second down after the incompletion. To the ground with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Reads it, fires complete. The Huskers pick up the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Second down now after the sack. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, giving him a tunnel to run.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cornhuskers will pump this one away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great job of creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes the first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Bruins are rolling down the field. The give on the inside. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little place for
action. Throwing right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. He's got him in the flat. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, it just seems like he's dialed in.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Now on the counter. Shakes off the defender. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally get him on the ground with a wing running play. Moves the chains for the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space.
The end zone is picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. And it's caught. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
It's going to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks going all the way back to to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. You got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got an open man. Oh, look out. Slippery slide. And he's working great to the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of back.
Trying to beat the DD. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Husker.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. Powers through the defender. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Big third-down conversion. Getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and he can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And that ball's free behind the line. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Firing to the right, complete. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball at the 25.
that's new coming into this one. They were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
This one's complete.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the gun on third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And the Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, UCLA. And once he got loose, it was all over. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to back there. Nice job.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Baylor is getting its clock creamed today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 18 to NC State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Handoff to the single back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offense.
They don't want to win. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The give on the counter. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Browns ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, just positive yards, make the right read the guy, he wants to jump out a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Cox. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some...
He's got it down the right side. Afterburner's coming. Inside the 10. And he's slipped on the ground and here comes a touchdown Bruins. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you'd be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torturing his defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses to 35. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Running to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up 3rd and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's 3rd and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got them 3rd and long. Still in a good situation here.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I love the quick decision that Kiwi made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. first on 4th down. Looking to throw. Got his man in the slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Might as well stick with him. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cox. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Power football with the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Quick completion to the right. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Lost one deep down the right side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. Touchdown, Huskers! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed and pace. And you could tell, takes them out of good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys. You see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's a lot to ask at this point. You need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions at minimum to win this football game. So you got to go. You got to take shots, find the matchups, and let's see what happens.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And the Bruins are in the hurry up. He's looking to throw it. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. On the gun, wants to pass. Out in the backfield, he's open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of it.
Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. The tag. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhusker. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Baylor is getting its clock clean today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 32 to NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the 1st down. The new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's right on target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They want to just keep throwing it. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the run. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking.
Into the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give as they work on that clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. At the 35, he's open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense option. You didn't really get too much of that stuff. But, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually, not one stop. This many points are being scored. You got to stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.